We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Welcome back to Insanity Check. Yo, dig it. So, like I said, I don't know anything about cloning. I don't know. And the only thing I know about clones and stuff like that is from Star Wars. I don't know anything about it. So, I've got some helpful information. It says they could take an egg from a woman, remove her own genetic material, and then inject the Neanderthal DNA. It's the way they clone animals. So, it would be 100% Neanderthal and not 50-50 human. See, that's why I like we have some viewers out there that helps you out. I mean, it's still something I think should not be done under any circumstances should they try to do
I'd like to see it if somehow I knew that Neanderthal, like he was devoid of feelings and just let him go on a fucking wild rampage and kill like about 50 people to teach these people not to fuck around with shit that they shouldn't.
Yeah, that is just a monster. I mean, you're just creating, like I said, even if it turns out to be exactly how you say, what kind of life would it possibly lead on this planet? And, it was a good point brought up. Thankfully, some of our viewers actually text in directly and, whatever.
Thank you, viewers.
There would be a massive inbreeding issue. Because where they're going to get, it's going to be from the same bank. Right. Yeah, so if they want to make more, it's going to be a monstrous situation of inbred Neanderthals. So
I just want to know, what is this dude's end game? What is he trying?
I told you, this guy is fucking, Dr. Mengele mixed with fucking, I don't know, man. That Dr. Moreau, because that's what it sounds like. The island of Dr. Moreau. Whatever. Any case, well, this is another thing. I know you didn't want to talk about this, but it's just I was just trying to find a picture so you could see what that damn gun looked like.
See, I don't know what I'm talking about, but you go off on an incredible rampage tangent, which soaks up a lot of time.
No, I'm not gonna say anything about it. I mean, I actually just I just want the picture to be put up so people could just see how ridiculous it is. Fuck everybody when it comes to this. I said all that I had to say about this gun situation. I'm not gonna say anything.
Well, the picture means nothing unless you get at least the basic story.
Well, no, the basic story is a Pennsylvania girl, 5, was suspended for threatening to shoot girl with pink toy gun that blows soapy bubbles. So if you ever, the people that live in New York City, they've seen it before. You go by certain street vendors and whatnot, and they have these like soap bubble blowers. So it's basically a bottle of a bubble liquid, a bubble solution, and this in this particular case, it looked like a fish. So it was like a swimming fish with a little handle in the back, so you can hold it just like you would hold a 409 bottle. So it has a trigger, and you depress the trigger, and bubbles come out. So they. And so here it is, a 5-year-old Pennsylvania girl who told another girl she was going to shoot her with a pink Hello Kitty toy gun that blows soapy bubbles has been suspended from kindergarten. Her family has hired an attorney to fight the punishment, which initially was 10 days for issuing a terroristic threat. But her punishment was reduced to 2 days after her mother met with school officials and had the incident dropped to threatening to harm another student, which apparently carries a lesser punishment. So, I just know that I see advertisements on television for Nerf guns, Super Soaker guns, a laser tag, sort of like at home laser tag guns. I actually saw there was this Spider-Man thing to where you were shooting these Spider-Man like web discs, when the movie came out, the last Spider-Man that came out with whatever that guy's name is. So why would they even have any of these things on the market if you have anything that remotely resembles a firearm and you point it at another child? No matter how harmless the scenario, clearly the child is going to be punished for it and have that on his or her record.
Well, look, this is what they're going to say. They're going to say that these are not the wishes of the anti-gun or the gun control people, the gun control lobbyists, or anybody. They probably know that this is ridiculous, and that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about real guns that takes real lives and blah, 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 blah. But the point is, you people are spawning stupidity. I don't know. Like I said, personally,
or conditioning people to accept this kind of stuff.
I would have, if this dude wasn't fired, if this principal wasn't fired, if I was a parent of this child, then I'm suing everybody I can get my hands on, because as I told you before, you can't be this stupid and be in charge of any type of institution, any type of where children are involved. Because this is just plain stupidity. To me, you are not fit to lead anything. these dumb actions actually might put my child in danger because I believe you are this moronic. You have to go.
Yeah.
Or you have to be beaten to death, one or two, but you have to pay for this type of stupidity. Stupidity must be punished.
I don't think this is going to be. Well, I mean, I actually I forgot how I actually came across this story, but there were others just like this. Yeah. So obviously, it's just whatever.
But we're going to go to real guns now. Well, actually, in a way, these are imaginary guns as well.
Oh, yeah.
Good right here in good old New York City. NYPD commissioner says the department will begin testing a new high-tech device that scans for concealed weapons. Now, as you may remember, I told you guys a while ago that, and I just saw one at my train station. Which train station? Yeah, at the train station to come to the show. The pigs set up a table where they do random backpack bag searches and checks and all that. Yeah. This has been going on for several years. I almost always carry around a backpack, and I
definitely do.
And I've never been searched ever once. I've seen them searching people. Beats has been searched.
Well, you look like a criminal.
Oh, yeah, right. So I queried, what good is this thing? You know, the odds of finding anybody with any type of weapon, or especially when you walk down and you see these pigs standing there, you want to take the chance of your anthrax getting confiscated, of your plutonium getting confiscated, of your dirty bomb getting confiscated. You just turn around and walk away and go to another train station. Or go to a train station with a different entrance and blow that shit up. Because people aren't that stupid as this principle is anyway. But anyway, so now I guess they decided to amp up the security for your safety. The NYPD will soon deploy new technology to detect guns carried by criminals.
Yeah, because criminals are the only people that carry guns.
Right, without using the typical pat-down procedure.
Guns, I love the way that's phrased. Gun carried by criminals.
Yeah.
Whereas there's certain individuals, like corrections officers and other people that are allowed to have their firearm concealed in New York City. We used to hang out with a guy I play handball with a guy right now that has his service revolver on him at all times, but he is not a police department. He's not a police officer. He's some other kind of security thing. But but whatever. So
Yeah, the department just received a machine that reads terahertz. The natural energy emitted by people and inanimate objects, and allows police to view concealed weapons from a distance.
Even though they said with this particular technology, the tests have shown that things like iPhones or your cellular phone, the people that still carry them on the hip, because I'm not one of those people that carry it. I carry mine in my pocket. But either way, having something like that close to your person actually gives false positives, false readings. But you figure the way this thing is going to be implemented, you would still have the right to go and stop somebody, because you'd be like, hey, wait a second, we just scanned you with this. I don't know what this machine is going to do to you or your body or what have you, but we scanned you and we see that there's a blip on your hip or something like that. So now this gives us justification to stop you, even though if it turns out to be a phone or whatever, they've still searched you. So this is going to me along the lines of the illegal search and seizure act. It's the same thing. Okay, if we can't just randomly look at you and go, hey, you look like a criminal. Hey, we beamed this inaccurate device at you, and it shows that big brick you have on your side, which is your BlackBerry with the out-of-box case, doesn't matter. We can still search your entire person because the thing is registered to hit. So,
So the question will be, how many people are they going to hold up per day with these false scans? And if they find that that's becoming a problem, how long will it take for a criminal to be like, oh, gee, I can just attach metal shit to my gun to make it look like a rectangle?
Well, first of all, they've already, to me, there's always going to be a way to beat these things, because I know I saw something else to where they said those overhead drones that we have in the United States now. Over the United States now, we have those drones spying on I shouldn't say the word spying, looking at the civilians and the people, and they've started to implement those things countrywide. So people have actually come out with an actual tinfoil hat, like the Wackos, to try and make you invisible to these flying drones that they have flying all over the city. I mean, all over the country.
Does it work?
They say it works. I mean, the shit looks stupid, because first of all, I'm going to stop you if you're walking around with a big tinfoil bag over your head. I'm going to stop you just for that, because you're fucking stupid. What are you walking around with a big tinfoil bag over your head?
That's none of your business, pig.
That's when you're going to get tased and shot. So so you can't come off like that. But I mean, clearly this is But see, look. Don't say a word, motherfucker. I don't want to see your fingers sticking out like E.T. Put that finger down. Listen. I just spoke about a story about your conditioning kids and all this stuff. You have a bubble gun or whatever. We'll suspend you. We'll suspend you. Now people are going to get conditioned to they're just scanning us because we want to be safe. I don't want to be walking down the block with 5 guys that might get into a shootout. So they're going to scan us. They're conditioning people, hurting people into accepting this type of shit to where I came here through Prospect Park. You cannot imagine how many police are in Prospect Park every time I cut through there. I have never in my entire life in this borough seen this many, even after the Wilding situation. Even after that incident, I've never seen this many. It's so many police officers, police cars, vans in Prospect Park anytime I go there. I'm like, what the hell is this police presence for? We don't have fucking Bigfoot in Prospect Park. What are they doing there?
Spending our tax money, apparently. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, so they're conditioning people to be good little institutionalized slaves to just, because obviously, if this thing can stop a maniac that's about to go on a handgun rampage. Oh, wait a second. People don't go on handgun rampages.
We don't?
No, we don't go on handgun rampages. We have a lot of shootouts, but nobody cares about that.
Nah.
So, why are they doing this then? Because, if you have an assault rifle, clearly that bulge will be so big. Either you're long dong silver or you're a fool. So this is only for handguns, and they don't care about handguns. So I'm confused now. I just actually confused myself.
Well, I'm not confused. Fuck you, pigs. That's my very clear, concise, directed message to you, your traps, your gadgets, and all the rest of your bullshit. Anyway. Before we have to...
Oh, no, wait a second. And lastly, the picture that you're seeing right now, because they have a guy standing next to a bunch of inanimate objects, and they're shining this device on them, and you can see the outline of his, what appears to be a gun on his hip.
Pointing in the wrong direction.
But, he would have shot himself right through his armpit. But either case, why is he dressed like that? This dude is dressed like Beats with a New York Jets shirt on, jersey on. It's ridiculous. Look at this dude.
He's a dangerous urban Negro youth.
Yeah, he's an urban Negro youth with a Sanchez jersey on. It's ridiculous. It's racist. This is racist, but whatever.
Yeah, we're about to shoot people. Anyway, thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week. I am Candace the Skillet Sauce. Once again, we are on Facebook at Insanity Check, with Twitter, Insanity Check 12, and of course, our wonderful YouTube channel, Insanity Check Radio, where you find all of these wonderful shows repeated just for you. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys later.
See you next week. Stay warm.
We're gonna
Possible.